Imagine watching from your kitchen window as a wannabe cop slaps your wife across the face for violating some absurd HOA rule. Groceries exploding like a bad action movie stunt. That's the nightmare that hit me. Alex Rivera, retired Army intel analyst, right in our supposedly idyllic Texas suburb. But oh, the sweet irony when this power-drunk duo's mask slips, revealing the clown show beneath. We just settled into Willow Creek Estates, a cookie-cutter paradise where every lawn screamed conformity or else. Me, with my background in piecing together enemy intel, and my wife Lena, a pediatric nurse who's seen more real crises than these petty tyrants could imagine. Our kids, Mia and Theo, thought it was heaven: bike rides, barbecues, the works, until Gertrude "Gertie" Wilkins, the HOA president, rolled in like she owned the air we breathed. Picture a plump, perpetually scowling woman in pastel tracksuits, her bleached perm helmet-like, spouting community values while clutching her rulebook like a Bible. Divorced, bitter, and clinging to her title like it was her last shred of relevance. Gertie hired her nephew, Barry, as security. A doughy ex-cop wannabe with a fake badge and a truck that reeked of cheap authority. Started small, like a whisper of trouble in the manicured breeze. A violation notice slapped on our mailbox. Our tiny American flag clashed with holiday decor rules. Fine, $150. Lena called Gertie, all polite. Mrs. Wilkins, we're proud vets. Maybe we can discuss. Gertie's voice dripped honeyed venom. Oh, honey. Military folks often forget civilian etiquette. Standards must be upheld for property values. You understand. I bit my tongue, removed the flag, thinking we'd play nice. But inside, I was logging every detail, like building a dossier on a low-rent insurgent. Then the absurdities piled up, each one a mumble of escalating nonsense. Barry cited my truck for being commercial. It had vet plates, for crying out loud. My tape measure says so. Buddy, he grunted, spitting chew onto our driveway. $200. Next, our grass. Over limit. I'd measured it spot on at 3 inches. HOA max 3.5. My measurements count, Barry smirked. Lena tried reasoning. Barry, let's double-check together. He puffed up. Rules are rules. Ma'am, maybe your hubby needs to adapt to real life. That night, I dug into Texas HOA laws, spotting cracks in their facade, no licensed inspections, no real authority. But I waited, patient as a sniper. The harassment cranked to 11, turning our haven into a farce of surveillance. Barry stalked Lena to the store, parked like a bad spy flick extra. Official business, he'd mutter. Then he cornered the kids at the bus stop. Tell your folks they're stirring trouble. Maybe find a hood that fits your type. Mia came home teary. Theo asked if we were bad guys. Fury simmered. But Lena urged legal paths. I installed cams, documented every creepy cruise-by. Neighborhood whispers turned vicious on Facebook. Those military types think they're above us, Gertie posted. Some don't grasp respect for order. I uncovered gold, Barry unlicensed. No insurance. Gertie siphoning HOA funds to pay him $3,000 monthly from maintenance. Embezzlement. Plain as her vanity plates screaming Ho Queen. The explosion hit when Barry ambushed Lena in our driveway. Groceries in hand. Unapproved bags, visual clutter, he bellowed, slapping her as milk pooled like spilled justice. I watched, rage boiling, but held back. Cams caught it all. We filed complaints. Gertie called an emergency meeting, stacking it with cronies. We're enhancing standards to protect our serene community, she cooed, ignoring Lena's evidence. But my intel dropped to the sheriff and AG lit the fuse. Barry tried one last bluff, blocking my drive, demanding a search. Show credentials, I said coolly. He fumbled, screamed about entitled vets. Neighbors piled on complaints, Barry's midnight inspections, Gertie's slurs against minorities. In the courtroom climax, it all unraveled like a cheap suit. Videos played, Barry's slap, stalking montages. Financials exposed Gertie's theft, $75K skimmed. She staged a fake break-in, blaming military thugs. But cams nailed her. Barry flipped, dropping recordings of her schemes. These sheep won't notice the funds shuffle. Gertie melted down, screeching conspiracies as cuffs clicked. Fines refunded. Gertie jailed for 4 years. Barry 18 months. Lena took over HOA, reforming it into something sane, transparent, fair. Our flag flew high again. Property values soared with the positive buzz. We turned trauma into advocacy, inspiring state laws against such bullies. But here's the kicker. Was Gertie the real villain, or just a product of a system that lets clipboard tyrants run amok? True or false? HOAs breed more Karens than they prevent chaos? Drop your take below.